QuitFit British Touring Car Championship makes its season finale here at Brands Hatch in Kent. We've gone through 8 different circuits as well. This is the last one on the original layout. It's time for the title to be decided. And in the Drivers' Championship, it's between the top 4. Ash Sutton on 345 points. Jake Hill is on 340. Tom Ingram 338. Colin Turkington 318. By the end of today, one of those men will leave here as Touring Car Champion. And the final qualifying of the year is go for the QuitFit British Touring Car Championship in 2022. The big question is, who exactly is going to be the fastest? Who is going to be the most on top as we head out onto the Grand Prix circuit? Qualifying begins. 4 men in the hunt for the championship. Pole position is just as important. Qualifying is go. Into the last 10 minutes then of the final qualifying of the 2022 QuitFit British Touring Car season. After the first 20 minutes or so, we've had no red flags. Ingram's on top, 129.667. Butcher second, Thompson third, impressively as well. Turkington in 4th place as well. And one thing we want to do is highlight the title protagonists as well for you. So we've got Ingram up there, we've got Turkington up there as well. Highlight Sutton in there as well, and as well keeping in as well. Can't remember who the next one is actually on the board, but we've got the highlighters now coming through with where they are in the standings. Rory Butcher second at the moment, looking quite quick as well in that Toyota Gazoo Racing UK. So let's check in with our title protagonist then. Ingram's on provisional pole position as well. He's 3rd in the championship. Next up as well, we've got Colin Turkington, 4th in the standings as well. He is P4 on the grid. Jake Hill is down in 8th position, and then Sutton all the way down in 12th position. Gordon Shedden jumps up to 10th, a 130 as well, 0.363 on the board, so there's still time to be found there as well as the session continues on then with 8:38 to go. Ingram's on a complete power lap. He's unavailable on hybrid, but he was fast in sector 1. Purple sector 1, yellow sectors 2 and 3. What's the 4th sector going to be as he comes across the line then? Hopefully it's going to be a little bit quicker than what we were anticipating as well coming into beforehand. Flies the car in. Ingram takes on the power at the exit. Is he faster? Is he not faster? Across the line goes Tom Ingram. Is he quicker than the previous lap time? No, he's down by 1/10 of a second, but still provisional pole for him. Dexter Patterson going wide, coming through. Graham Hill, Ben then as well, on board with Jake Hill, 5th place at the moment. Ingram top, Butcher 2nd, Sutton 3rd, so he has jumped up the order. Camish 4th, Hill 5th, Thompson into 6th position as well. Time still begins to get up there. The top 4 in the championship now coming in. Ingram 1, Butcher 3, Hill 5, and unfortunately it's Turkington down in 9th position as things stand. Red flag! Red flag! Now, why has the red flag come out with 3:33 left on the clock? Can't see anything at the moment on the driver tracker. We're on board with Sutton as he came through Dingle Dell. I don't think he's the reason why this session has been stopped. Can't see. There. 52. Gordon Shedden. Is it Shedden? Shedden isn't moving. No, it's Tom Chilton who stopped. Tom Chilton has stopped, and that's crucial. The red flag has come out within the last 5 minutes, which means that the session will get reset to the complete 5 minutes. So red flag, qualifying is suspended, and now we have to go through the whole procedure. There you go, the clock resets to 5 minutes. And now we'll have a 5-minute shootout. Ingram, Butcher, Sutton, Camish, Hill will go, and Thompson, Patterson, Morgan, Turkington, Jelly, the top 10 as things stand. We will have a shootout then when the session resumes. Tom Chilton has stopped coming into Surtees. Green light, away we go. Tom Ingram has stayed in the pit lane then as well. He thinks that his 129.529 is the best time and that no one's going to beat it. Is he correct? There's laughing and joking going on down there as well. We will see. But it's Ingram, Butcher as well. We've got to remember that. I even highlighted them as I go as well on the board, just so I remember where they all are. We've got Ingram, then Sutton, Hill, and Turkington as well. They're all highlighted. As we said when we get to brands, we'll highlight them for you as well. And you'll never tell, but we had a computer failure in the middle of this session as well. So Hopefully it's all still here. Lost a lot of time, but luckily not much happened on the circuit. We got back for the red flag. Okay, so Ingram's in the pits. Everybody else has come back out, bar of Jade Edwards and, of course, the stopped Tom Chilton out there on the circuit. Let's see what we got then as the session continues to tick down as Colin Turkington enters Paddock Hill Bend at turn number 1. Can he find anything on his run here in qualifying in order to put pedal to the metal and get some decent lap times in? Fingers crossed. Turkington comes out the last corner then across the line, still in P9. Surely as he crosses the line, does he improve? No, a 1:38.06. Turkington, bad weekend at Silverstone. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. He is stuck down in 9th position now. A lap record, the qualifying lap record was a 1:30.237 set by Senna Proctor last season as well, and that's now changed to Tom Ingram's 1:29.529. So the hybrid energy once again providing the bigger boost that they needed, but Turkington beginning to absolutely fly as he comes around Surtees with less than a minute to go then at qualifying. Who will be on pole position? All eyes are to Tom Ingram to try and take the best possible opportunity. The championship, with it being so close, it cannot be won in race 1 of the day. It can't even be won in race 2. It surely has to go down to the absolute final race of the day, round 30, race 3 here at the GP circuit at Brands Hatch. Everyone's thinking the same thing as well. We'll keep the highlighted on then as well for where they are in the championship throughout the weekend. Easy for everyone to tell where they are. Turkington flicks the car into Moss Curve and Stirling's. Down now underneath the banking into Clearways as well before the Clark Curve, and now full throttle down the start-finish line. The checkered flag is already out. Is Turkington anywhere going to improve on the board? He looks mega quick across the line. Turkington, no! Stays in 9th, and Jelly goes into 10th position. He's not going to find any time. Butcher's in the pit lane. Sutton has taken the checkered flag in 3rd position. Camish in 4th as well, and that, I'm afraid, is all she wrote. Josh Cook goes up to 9th position. Cook pushes Turkington down into 10th. So Josh Cook goes 9th. Sutton stays 3rd, and your championship protagonist, Ingram, starts on pole position. Sutton starts 3rd. Hill starts 5th, Turkington starts in 10th position. The rest of the field, it's Ingram, Butcher, Sutton, Camish, Hill, Thompson, Patterson, Morgan, Cook, Turkington the top 10, Jelly, Lloyd, Gamble, Shedden, Rowbottom, Hand, Plato, Collard, Moffat, Crees, Taylor Smith, Chilton, Jackson, Edwards, Butel, Bordley, Osborne, Parfit and Hamilton. Hello everybody and welcome up to the commentary box as well for the coverage of the final race day of the season for the QuipFit British Touring Car Championship. We are live here in the UK commentary box for the British Touring Cars, but also, surprisingly this morning, you may not have heard him on the commentary for the Japanese Grand Prix, but guess what? We've got somebody trackside bringing us images from the track. Will be Josh Plays as well. He's just getting set up to join me up in the commentary box as well. We've had a half-hour delay due to an accident in the Porsche Carrera Cup as well, with one of the drivers launching over the tyre barrier, hitting a Marshall hut and ending up in a tree. I'm delighted to tell you that absolutely nobody was harmed. So that is the perfect news as well, that we are going to have a smooth, calm, operational race out here today as well. Also, Josh will be with me shortly, but at the moment, let's go down over to Paul O'Neill and to Steve Ryder, because we are currently waiting for the session to get underway. Over to you guys.
I said it on the internet. Don't diss Turkington. It's the last weekend. You never know what's going to happen.
We won't. But of course, everyone was blown away in qualifying yesterday by the pace of Tom Ingram and that stunning pole position lap. And Louise has caught up with Tom.
I have at the front of the grid now with the man who, as you say, delivered, well, what Tim Harvey described as the lap of the season yesterday, 7/10 faster than anybody else. And Tom, that's the moment as a racing driver you kind of live for, isn't it? Having a perfect car beneath you.
We're just going to go down, I think, once you head. I think in 20-something years of driving around in circles, I've probably maybe have had it once. But for it to have come at the moment when we needed it most was just amazing. Really, really was amazing. So it puts me in a good headspace for today, because off the back of a car that was very good in qualifying, we take that car now into race day, which is going to be, which hopefully is going to be just as good. So let's wait and see how the day plays out. The job's been made slightly easier, but it's by no means done. Absolutely not. Just because we're starting from the front row is not a given by any means. So it's a big day ahead. There's going to be lots of stuff going on in the background, but it's just a case of stay calm. You know, the job's a long way still to go.
As you say, there are still things to be taken into consideration. I mean, pole position, under normal circumstances, you think, fantastic, that's a big advantage. But actually, there are some disadvantages, dare I say it here, because of the way that this grid lines up. You've got a slight uphill start versus Ash is on the flat and Jake has got a bit of a downhill start. You've also got Rory Butcher alongside you, who does kind of camber out that way as well. So he gets a bit of a run down into the first corner, doesn't he? So, sorry, am I throwing all the bad bits at you here?
Well, keep all them to yourself. No, you're absolutely right. You know, over the years, there's been speculation that first isn't as good as second. I'm going to go on the basis that the reason people say second is better than first is the mind games thing, because you're trying to justify, you're trying to get the mind games on it. Being honest, hopefully I'll be okay. I mean, we've worked on our starts quite a lot. But the starts are going to be important. But let's just wait and see how the race pans out. You know, I'm not taking anything for granted. You're absolutely right. We're starting on the front row. We're in a great position. The car feels fast. I've got my close championship rivals around me. So there's a lot to go on. There's a lot that could go wrong. There's a lot that could go right. But I'm not counting any chickens. I'm not assuming anything's happening at this point. There's a lot still to do.
I will keep my fingers firmly crossed for the lots going right for you. I'll leave you to get your head down. Right, let's have a wander back and see who else we can find. I would really like to see if through the melee, so many people on this grid, which is great. I can see, he was here earlier on, but I can't see him now. David Bartram, the former owner of this team we're coming past now, Motorbase, was here earlier on. Obviously, he lives just down the road, so he's popped in to say hello to the guys, and you know, his heart is still with the team, so he would still love to be seeing one of his former cars taking a good result today. As with this man, Jake Hill. So we've talked a lot about the fact that the other guys you're up against, they've all been here before. This is a kind of a first time for you in the BTCC. I mean, obviously you've been in the running for championships previously. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm so revved up for it now, Lou. You know, I'm really ready. I mean, I got Ash directly in front of me. Got to try and ignore the other yellow and blue car to the left of me and just work our way towards Tom, you know. I mean, I'm feeling super ready for this. You know, I really am fired up.
That other yellow and red car you're referring to, Dan Camish, I mean, he could be the spoiler in many ways here. Ash is in the very lucky position of being the only one of you guys up at the front here in the hunt for the championship who's got a rear gunner.
Yeah, that is true, you know. I mean, he's the only one who's got a friend there. I mean, you know, me and Rory get on very well, so who knows, I may have a little ally there, but, you know, yeah, at the moment my two teammates are a bit further back, so hopefully they might be able to help me in race 3.
It's all about getting through these opening couple of laps for you, isn't it?
It is, you know, it's never easy, especially for us being rear-wheel drive. The front tyres just don't come up that quick, you know, and the other front-wheel drive cars, they're there like that, you know, so it's a bit tricky to fight with them on the first couple of laps, and it's a shame because that's when I'm at my strongest, but we can do it.
I got to go. You've got a race to do. Here we go. The first of today's 3 touring car races. Over to you guys, Tim and David.
And the start procedure is moments away here as well for the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship of 2022. It's time to get this party started. Who will be the champion today? We've crowned Max Verstappen as the 2022 Formula One champion this morning in bizarre circumstances as well at Suzuka. Now it's time to see who will take the touring car title. 15 laps ahead of us around the Grand Prix circuit here as well. It's the full circuit, so we've got Paddock Hill Bend, Haywards Hill, Druids, Graham Hill Bend, the Cooper Straight, Surtees, through Pilgrim's Drop, Hawthorne Hill, Hawthorne Bend, into Westfield, Dingle Dell, Sheaton Curve, Stirling's Bend, Clareways, Clark Curve, and the Brabham Straight as well. So there's a load of action, a load of anticipation, and a load of tense atmosphere about to hit the ground running. Now, it's not just going to be me standing here, as you know. Josh Plays will be joining me shortly in the commentary box. We'll have a driver tracker as well, alongside all our information that we usually have up here in the commentary box. Hopefully, Josh will be with me ever so shortly as the cars leave the grid and the green flag is out and the formation lap is underway. So this is it then, folks, the start of the last racing of the season. It's time to decide who will be this year's champion as well. Let's see if we can do our little magic trick once again and get it in operation to show you the starting grid as well in terms of start procedure. I don't know where it actually is. It's on the other side. Okay, well that's not going to work out for this one. Okay, so anyway, row 1 is Tom Ingram on pole position with Rory Butcher second. Row 2, Ash Sutton, Dan Camish. Row 3 is Jake Kill and Bobby Thompson. Row 4, Dexter Patterson and Anna Morgan. Row 5, Josh Cook and Colin Turkington. Row 6, Stephen Jelly and Dan Lloyd. Row 7 is Gamble and Shedden. Row 8 sees Rowbottom and Ash Hand. Row 9 sees Plato and Collard, and the 10th row of the grid also open. That sees Moffat and Crees rounding out. Aaron Taylor-Smith is on row number 11 of the grid as well. He's alongside Tom Chilton. Row 12 sees Ollie Jackson and Jade Edwards. Row 13, Jack Butel and Carl Bordley. Row 14, Sam Osborne and Rick Parfitt. And row 15 sees Nick Hamilton alongside as well the back of the grid. Discord is not being Josh's friend at the moment, so he's not tracks at the moment. Let's go over then to David Addison and hear from Ash Sutton, over to you.
Rory Butcher at the front of the grid, only 5 for Ash Sutton, 12 hybrid laps for Dan Camish, 6 for Jake Hill. So of course the better you are in the championship, the fewer laps you have. You'll know when they're using the hybrid because the blue light will flash in the side window of the car and when they're on the button, so the little lightning bolt will go blue.
Well, I'm delighted to say that the Ash Sutton supporters are there, but you might be able to hear some ways that Josh has just joined the commentary box team as well. He's almost ready to go. He's got his own button as well up here. Let's hear from, well, I thought we were going to hear from Turkington there, but we're not going to. But Josh has joined the box. We'll hear from him in just a second as well. Fingers crossed it's going to work out because Josh has made the trip down there, so we want to hear from him as well throughout the broadcast. Josh, can you hear me? Okay, well, I can't hear him right now as they come through. Oh, Dr. Dinglebay says that your aunt loves British touring cars, and I was at Silverstone a few weeks ago. Oh, I hope you enjoyed it. Silverstone was a great one to watch on the cameras as well. So much action, and hopefully the same here today as well. You can hear the engine noises in the background as well as they come out of the top of the hill then through Westfield and Dingledale. Josh is battling technology, but we'll be there soon. Can Tom Ingram be crowned a champion here today? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. The question we might have an answer to. Now, just talking to you about the championship, as I said earlier on, Sutton is the championship leader. He's on 345 points. Jake Hill second. He's on 340. Tom Ingram is on 339 points. He's 6 points back. Colin Turkington 318, 27 points back. He came in last time out as the championship leader at Silverstone. Dropped off massively with his worst weekend. Barely scoring inside the top 10 as well. And now it's going to affect him massively when he comes into the race. Out of the last couple of corners then, Tensions rising up here in the commentary box. Tensions must be palpable over there in the garages. And for Josh as well, I know you can hear me, but can't talk at the moment. It's going to be even better. He's disconnected now. We'll hear from him shortly as well. Still lining up on the grid. Further back as well. They're all still down the back straightaway towards clearways, whereas Tom Ingram is already on pole position. It sounds like countdown in the background as the turbos and power systems begin to chuckle down. The car heating up as well. Last car coming into position of Nick Hamilton then, folks. We're almost set then for round 28 of the QuitFit British Touring Car Championship at the Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. Air temperature, it's cloudy, 14.2 degrees. Track temperature, dry, 16.9 degrees. 2.4 miles then around the Grand Prix circuit. All cars are lined up in position. Green flag is in the back. We've had 9 different race weekends. It's time for the 10th and final weekend to decide the title. Red lights are on, the revs are rising, it's lights out to Brands Hatch. It's a good start as well for Ash Sutton. Ingram hasn't had the best getaway. Butcher's going to try and come on the inside line in the second phase of the start. Ingram will lead into Panic Hill Bend. Sutton's got a bit of damage. He's been hit by Jake Hill. Hill goes side by side with the other Napa Ford of Dan Camish. Up the hill they go, in towards Druids. Ingram leads the race. Butcher still in second position. Holding time between the pair of them as well. Trying not to have too much of a gap. Side by side further back as well. That looks like Josh Cook was a little bit in trouble there as well. Dan Rowbottom is side by side as well. And off the track goes one of the Laser Tools Racing. So who's that dropping way down the back of the field? I can't quite tell at the moment. I believe it's Aidan Moffat. It's been dropped back. Dexter Patterson might have also been the culprit. So Ingram leads, Butcher second. Hill is in 4th position, Sutton 3rd. Turkington is in 8th position. They're the 4 title protagonists as well. We'll highlight them on the graphics in a second. Rowbottom's up to 13th. Lloyd's in 14th position as well. Thompson and Morgan having a little bit of a battle between each other as well. Just about trying to hold position as they come back through. It is lap 1 of 15. The racing is still quite as exciting as when we left Silverstone. Sutton already there with a damaged rear part of the car, and we've got Aaron Taylor-Smith off down at the exit of Dingle Dell before the Sheen curve, and Sutton's lucky up the inside of Rory Butcher coming into clearways. A little bit of a love tap there. Sutton doesn't feel like he needs to back out anyway. Is the safety car going to come out though is the big question. It was indeed Dexter Patterson who dropped back, but the safety car is called. The safety car is out here, and Jade Edwards is down to 29th position. She's lost 5 places. Aaron Taylor-Smith is stationary on the track, and that's why the safety car has been called. They race until they see the safety car boards, but that'll give Josh time as well to get his camera angles sorted as well. So, red flag will not be coming out, we've been told, but it might have to. Aaron Taylor-Smith, broken rear right suspension, front left's gone as well. He's climbed out the car, damage on the circuit. The safety car should be able to cover this. We've been told by race control they don't want to throw the red flag because of it. Let's take a look at how it happened. So, it's going to be contact in the wall between also the 87. So that is, I believe, looking back at it, as well, the 77. So it's Osborne who has thrown Aaron Taylor-Smith in towards the wall at the Armco barrier at Dingle Dell. And Jade was already falling back. Anyway, here's the race start once again. Poor getaway initially from Tom Ingram. Great launch from Sutton, but in the second phase of the start, they swapped places. Sutton got a better start, and Ingram got the second phase completely right. Butcher had a perfect start. A few bits of smoke billowing in the background. Josh is back with us. Hopefully that means he'll be with us shortly as well to hear from him, as he's sorting everything out. And the safety car now files into the procession at the moment. So the differential needs adjusting actually as well. So we'll go to the battle camera. As you can see, the order of runnings. And Taylor-Smith, the 28th and last car, or 29th, is actually Jade Edwards. She's back in the pit lane now as well. Josh, can you hear me? I can see you, but I can't hear you at the moment. All going well? No, let's hear from Jake Hill start then with ITV.
And look, Sutton comes across a little bit, having made a slightly slow start. Camish is coming down and the gap just closes up. Now, if we stay on board, we might see when there was another touch between him and Camish going up to Druids. Camish on the left, brakes a little bit. He braked too late. He just outbraked himself, didn't he? Yeah, absolutely.
So Camish therefore gives away places, and that means that Sutton has to fight on his own. For now, Dan Camish might be able to get back into the mix. So the race order: Tom Ingram leads, second Rory Butcher, third Ash Sutton, fourth Jake Hill, fifth Bobby Thompson, sixth Adam Morgan. Camish is seventh, eighth Josh Cook. Colin Turkington is up to ninth. Teammate Stephen Jelly behind him, fending off the rest of them. Others that have made progress: Gordon Shedden is 12th, Dan Romos is 13th, and Ricky Collard up into 14th place. Aaron Taylor Smith and Jade Edwards are the two that we lost. Jade in the pit lane.
Oh, Jade is out of the race.
So catch your breath after a frantic first lap. We knew it was going to be drama, but Tom Ingram, perfect start and putting himself absolutely where he needed to be.
Yeah, perfect start, and the safety car now leads the field round. Aaron Taylor Smith is out. Jade Edwards looks to be out of the race as well, and this is the replay into Druids. Sutton with the damaged rear car. Oh, and Camish having a bit of understeer and going wide at Druids. That's why he's dropped down. Jade Edwards got a problem with the front of the car. Looks to be in the engine bay as well. I'm going to text Josh to see. Probably he can hear me, but we can't hear you. I can. Can you hear me as well? So the forklift truck out on the circuit, bringing the cars up then as well. Always alarms me seeing tractors on the circuit, especially as we were just talking about that in the Formula One race a couple of hours ago, with Gasly nearly hitting it under wet conditions. Here today, bright sunshine. I don't know why it says cloudy. It's quite sunny in there. Through the Surtees for Sheen and Stirling's Bend, and through Surtees in the back out of the track as well. Right, to explain, we've highlighted the championship protagonists on your timing screen. So Ingram, Sutton, Hill and Turkington. We've highlighted them for you so you can easily spot where they are in contention for the championships. That's something we were doing for this round anyway. So they are highlighted for you on the driver trackers as well. And you can spot their numbers as well on the driver tracker, hopefully as well here at Brands. Now, it will be a 3-lap extension to the race, so 16, 17, 18 laps for race number 1. Looks to be the priority as Bobby Thompson warms up his tyres as well in the number 18. As he comes around, used to belong to Senna Proctor, that number. That's where Josh is located, down at the infield section from Paddock Hill. All the way downhill, up Harewood Hill into Druids and down Graham Hill Bend. That's where Josh is this weekend. My PC isn't connecting on phone, really annoying me. So Josh might have to get race 1 sorted and then be back for race 2. But he is trackside, enjoying the action. Can't get into Discord on my PC. And Josh is now disconnected completely. As we see Ash Sutton lining up. Jade Edwards has rejoined the race at the moment. And I'm going to make it slightly easier as well, and hopefully try and see what's going to happen shortly. Hill then crawling through for MP Motorsport. Rocket MP Motorsport as well watching on. There's Colin Turkington in the BMW West Surrey Racing team, going for yet another championship. Tom Ingram has never been a Quit Fit British Touring Car champion. Today might just be the day he is Quit Fit British Touring Car champion. Keep our fingers crossed there that he will be the champ. A lot of upshifts and downshifts as well. Safety car is still out now. The safety. Let's take a look actually at Dexter Patterson getting forced out wide by one of the BMWs. I even think it was by Colin Turkington actually. So Turkington, I think, muscled Patterson off the track coming through Graham Hill Bend. So naughty from him. We'll get a slap on the wrist for that. Safety car is going to be out for another lap, by the way. They're still not happy with it. So it's taking a long time for this safety car to come back in. Let's have a look then for Dr. Dingleberry, who says, I'm going to see if I can watch round 29 and 30 on ITV as well. Good job. Hopefully you can. Dr. Dingleberry says, poor Jade, she rarely ever gets any good look. At least she's not out. Yes, I know. They do. She never gets any look. She was the Jack Sears winner back at Alton Park. and the independent driver winner, so that was a great day for her. But yeah, she does really get any look, and it's always disappointing. She's a great driver. Safety car is in this lap as the car around Taylor Smith is lifted up. Look at the tractor going the wrong way now on the circuit as well. So where are they on the driver tracker? Just coming onto the back straightaway out of Surtees towards Pilgrim's Drop, and they're at Dingle Dell, so we should just be okay. As yeah, Josh can't get onto Discord as well. Let's go back to Tim Harvey. That's Dan Camish coming back on the track with Adam Morgan just in front of me on the opening lap, and that's Dexter Patterson hitting the side of the BMW of Turkington. And Turkington does go on his normal line, and Patterson was just on the outside line and just drifted him off. So realistically, there's nothing that could have been done there for Colin Turkington in order to have any other situation. It was a simple error of track positioning there. And Taylor Smith's car on the forklift truck now reversing into the position as the cars go through. It's on the opposite part of the circuit. They do look to be going mega fast now that tractor's stopped. Race control has indicated the safety car is in this lap, as we were told, so racing will resume. We've been under that then since lap 2, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 laps under the safety car. We'll get 3 of them back. It's now an 18-lap race, as you can see on your timing tower at the top of the screen. And it will be Tom Ingram with a 1:37.722. Fastest up of the race so far, leading them back out of the last corner. Green flag, race on again here at Brands Hatch as we get back underway. Ingram leads, Butcher second, Sutton third, Hill fourth, Thompson in 5th position. Hill's having to go defensive as Thompson travelling around the outside. Sutton seems to be just sort of hanging around in 3rd position. Morgan looks like he wants to make a move as well. Hill gets a good exit, and Hill is under pressure this time. Thompson looking at the inside line. Camish now looking at the inside of Morgan, who's trying around the outside of Bobby Thompson into the chicane area as well, down into Graham Hill Bend as well. And I think Morgan might have just got a look on the inside there. He did, but Thompson has the more extra power. Camish trying to slot in between this little battle of cars now as well and not lose position to Josh Cook just behind him. Turkington is P9 as things stand, so there's a lot riding on this race as well for him as they continue the pressure. Down now through Pilgrim's Drop, up towards Hawthorne Hill into Hawthorne Bend as well. Camish on the inside line this time as well. They make contact with Josh Cook. Cook gets forced out wide. Through goes Camish. Colin Turkington on the inside line as well, trying to take it coming into Westfield. Down through Dingle Dell. Camish just ahead. Turkington going to force his way through and does so. And Stephen Jelly finding a way through now as well on Josh Cook. Gamble can't find a way through on the inside line as they come into Sheen Curve before Sterling Bend. Jelly's on the inside line having to go defensive. Cook trying to find a way through. He defends from George Gamble incredibly well, and Georgie Gamble's going to find another way through there. There's smoke up at the top part of the track. Jelly's going defensive. Jelly did not get a good exit out of Surtees as they enter clearways, and he's lost a lot of time. Josh Cook is looking mega fast. Down the start-finish straight we go. The Bramham straight. And Gamble looks to the outside of Morgan. Sorry, Josh Cook. Cook looks to the inside of Jelly. And Shedden's getting involved now in 12th position. So there's all sorts of drama. The 1-2-3 of Dan Lloyd looks to the inside of Dan Rowbottom as well. Softly. Rowbottom's been forced on the outside line. Lloyd might just find a way through and does so. Side by side. Rowbottom comes back on the inside line of Graham Hill Bend. Lloyd's going to get forced out wide. Backs out of it. Lloyd now becomes vulnerable as well to Ricky Collard, who looks on the inside line. Shuts the door. Moffat's up to 16th, passing Jason Plato, who enters his last ever weekend in the QuickFit British Touring Car Championship. He's in 17th position at the moment. Hand has passed Jackson. So Ash Hand is up into 19th place. Jackson is down into 20th, and now Jackson repasses Hand for just a good measure. Green flag is out then at the moment then in this race, as Sutton is coming under pressure from Jake Hill on the inside line. A little bit of bumping and brawling there as Hill continues on the power. Sutton in 3rd position. And we've got a safety car. Why have we got a safety car? What's happened? According to my driver tracker, the safety car has been called. Now, yep, there it is, confirmation. The safety car is out again, but we don't know why it's been called. It's official because the boards are out as well and the flags are out, so they'll stop racing again. But the safety car is been deployed, and it's Carl Boardley with a broken front of the car. He's in the gravel trap, and there's a fire as well, so you just heard it getting called up. So get the gravel to put it out. Great idea. It's a brake fire. And where is that? Oh, it's down at Hawthorne Bend. So after Hawthorne Hill and Pilgrim's Drop, it's gone straight on. Has Carl Boardley, and has hit the wall, I presume, because there's debris in the gravel trap. Fire on the brakes. The fire extinguisher should put that out, but I think you beached there, Carl. If you can get going again, it's great, but your diffuser's broken. Safety car out for a second time today on lap 8 of 18. Good to have the safety car laps, though, because now more fuel, less running. Oh, and that's Parfit off sideways. What's happened there? Parfit is sideways in the tyre barrier. How has he done that? He's just drifted perfectly. So I presume Boardley has made contact with Parfit, and Parfit's gone in the wall. Brakes are still on fire there. So you're not going to call those down. It's a brake fire. Pads are too hot. And now the climb up Hawthorne Hill is very, very steep as well. And there is Parfit's car. So it is the same incident as well that's affected the pair of them coming through. So that has deployed the safety car then. Parfit and Boardley just talking with each other. Hopefully no hard feelings there, because it doesn't look like it's anything anybody could have done. It's that type of accident where I think they've just come together at the wrong part of the track. I'd love a replay. I think there's one being queued up if we've got it. But the safety car out then for the second time in round 28 of 30. The last weekend of the touring cars here. 10 weekends, 3 races per day. This is round 28 of 30 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship of 2022, the last round of the season. After this, all we've got left is MotoGP and Formula 1 to take us to the end of the season, and the end of the season is getting extremely close now. Dead rubber races for Formula 1, with Max Verstappen being crowned the champion here today at Suzuka. And now we just have to run for touring cars to end and all get excited that MotoGP looks to be going down to the last race of the season as well. Here's Tom Ingram, race leader at the moment. Will take the championship lead as well if he wins here at the moment. He's 6 points back to Sutton. You get 21 points as a standard, then 1 for pole, took that, 1 for fastest lap, got that, and 1 for releading a lap. So that 21 becomes 24 championship points, and will take the lead here at the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship session as well. But let's go down over to ITV quickly while we just get everything sorted with Josh.
This week, it's good to have him back, because we've never really seen the best out of Carl within the British Touring Car Championship. Now, of course, we've had those original 3 laps added on. We can't have any more added on, so it's going to be a really short, sharp blast, isn't it, when we do go racing. And we're not there yet because we need to get this car out of the way. So Tom Ingram had built a pretty convincing advantage for the safety car, even though we'd only had really, 1 or 2 racing laps. But it's nice and jumbled behind it. But that Hyundai, again, is just looking dynamite around here.
It is. It's just going so well. He's got it all going perfectly. You know, the starts are good. His race pace is good. He's got the fastest lap of this race as well. And even his fastest lap was actually very close to Butcher's. Butcher's did it for 2:31.3 as well. So they're both very close to that. But back to maths with Tim. If they do finish exactly as they are, I think Tom Ingram will be 1 point in the lead.
Okay.
But obviously they won't stay as they are, so that'll all change and my maths won't have been wrong.
And we've got 2 more races in which it can all kick off anyway. So
Yeah.
Oh, it'll go down to the 3rd race.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed.
Yes, ideally the last lap as well. So over the timing line they come once more. And the race order, of course, remains the same. While the safety car is out, you have to hold station, you can't overtake. But it does enable the race to continue, albeit under controlled conditions, while the marshals so busy, all the volunteer marshal force getting yet another car out of harm's way. Right, this is Ash Sutton that you are looking at. He wants to equal that record of 4 British Touring Car Championship titles. He wants to be the first man to win the crown in front as well as rear-wheel drive technology. and he might lose his championship lead come the end of this race. But it is going to be fascinating to see what he can do in race 2, because he is banking points, and importantly, he is...
Well, Josh is saying he's online. You can probably hear us and not see us. We're going to test with Zoom after this. Josh, can you hear me in any way, shape or form? He's texting, so probably he can hear me but can't see me. I'll keep trying. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can make sure I can hear you as well up here in the comms box as well. So if you say anything, I can hear you. So, safety car is still out. No sign of it coming in at the moment. As, yeah, we're going to try with Zoom then ahead of race 2 of the day here instead of Discord, because Discord seems to be having a bit of a problem. But Josh is trackside for us as well. We'll be hearing from him in race 2 and race 3. It's all right though, because race 1 is always the quiet one. Race 2 will be the dramatic, exciting race that we know it to be. 8 laps to go though. Looks like we're going to still spend a couple of them though behind the safety car. So there's still a long time to wait, and a lot of anticipation in the air as to exactly what's going to happen next. Sutton's looking in his rearview mirror. He's got Jake Hill looming behind him. Safety car is in this lap as well. So it was lap 12 to 18. We will get racing according to the calculations up here in the comms box. That's when we're going to go green. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're going to have a 7-lap shootout for race 1 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship as they come through. Are we going to hear from Ingram?
So, Tom Ingram set potentially for a maiden win in a touring car on the Grand Prix circuit at Brands Hatch. Now thinks about how he can this restart. He and his ace engineer Spencer Aldridge have spent many days this week going through data, going through setup, looking at videos, looking at lines, trying to gain as much information as they can, and they have come out fighting. Spencer said it's very much not a case of just bolt on last year's setup and go racing. You know, we've really put the effort into this week.
Trust me, they all will have been doing that this week. They will have left no stone unturned. But the others now remember where Tom went for it last time at the restart. He went coming out of Stirling, didn't he, corner? So they'll be right up, and Joe Ash will be keen to get back up there. They don't seem to be very well queued up at the moment, I must say.
I was just thinking that there were quite a few stragglers, and it was a bit strung out as Sandra Humphreys from the Accelerate team looks on. Over her left shoulder is Laura Drysdale, Tom's girlfriend, trying to calm nerves. Tom's mum and dad, I don't think, can watch. They've gone somewhere else. It's far too nerve-wracking. Right, lights out on the safety car. We're good to go racing then as Tom Ingram is about to accelerate away, coming through Stirling's Rory Butcher.
Yeah, we're going to go racing once again then. Green flag, away we go here. And we are, well, still the safety car is out at the moment, so we can't exactly go just yet, but it's a great reaction time. Now it's green flag, now it's race on as well. Ingram gets such a great getaway with Butcher in second, Sutton third, and Sutton's under pressure as well from Jake Hill. We knew he would be. Hill sends it around the outside line. It's towards Paddock Hill Bend. Sutton has the inside line, shuts the door, and massively pulls him back into position. He's going to have to try something else though. Around the outside. Oh, and Sutton gets a wiggle from Hill. And now round the outside goes Bobby Thompson. Thompson's going to take Hill, and he might take out the inside for Sutton. And Thompson just backs out of it. Sutton keeps third. Thompson down into fourth position. Hill down to fifth position. That's not what they needed to do in the championship fight as well. Absolutely dramatic stuff here in the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. So still the battle is on, still the race is on, and still all the drama and controversy continues as Thompson now down Pilgrim's Drop into Hawthorne Hill, now Hawthorne Bend, tries to get through, and Cook has passed as well. Gamble to 10th, Cook 11th, Shedden to 12th, Rowbottom down to 13th position as well. So if they're dropping places, they're all dropping places. And back on the inside line, Hill's making the move. Hill's going for the move on the inside line. Side by side, he's done it! He's done it! Hill passes Thompson. So Hill back into fourth position. Well, they do want to say that it all changes up. Fantastic action. Fantastic once again. Wheel-to-wheel racing, wheel-to-wheel stuff at the moment as well. Josh, can you hear me? No sign of Josh at the moment. Sutton defends again from Hill. Thompson's coming into the play as well. My throats were really bad, actually. Sutton going defensive into Paddock Hill bend. Hill taps the back of Sutton, and Thompson goes through. Oh boy, brilliant move from Bobby Thompson. Opportunistic as well to the last. Round the outside. Hill hits him. Hill hits Thompson. Thompson goes wide, and Morgan goes through on Hill, and Thompson gets shoved out wide. Hill will get a penalty for that for sure. 110% the penalty is on the way there as they turn in. And now here comes Turkington. Turkington in the back. Thompson down in positions, trying to find the order. It's all chaos. Down Pilgrim. Up the hill we go. And it's Turkington who can't get through. Turkington to 5th. Hill is down into 6th position. Unbelievable. You just can't write this stuff. This race is turning once again into absolute drama in hell. And I heard something there as well. That was from Josh. And not the inside! Josh Cook making the move on Gamble. Well, the racing is continuing and getting very, very exciting. Very, very dramatic as well. Side by side further back as well, as I've just sent the invite link as well. Josh might have made progress and might have got him. His camera is buffering. Can you hear me, Josh? Well, he's nearly there. That's the main thing on 14 of 18. A lot of action, a lot of anticipation as well. I've just sent him a Zoom link as well. If that helps. Shedden's down into 18th position now as well, so he's dropped off massively in this little battle. Oh, Josh, I can see some light, so I don't know if there's a camera cover on something, but I can hear you. I can see. Okay, so we had a little bit of a moment there where Josh is just getting everything sorted. Lap 14 of 18, Ingram leads, Butcher second, Sutton is third. 14's division to Morgan, who's dropped back now as well. Morgan's finding time, finding power, finding position. Josh, hello. I can hear you, Josh, hello. Not just yet, but Josh is there. We hear him, we can see him on the cameras as well. As the action goes through, Sutton defending hard for Morgan as well. Trying to way through. There's Josh's angle. He's got on the track at the moment as well. Hello? Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
How are we all?
Very good, thank you. You're doing. How's Brands Hatch? It looks fantastic over there today. Can't hear too much. There's a bit of a lag there, but at least the camera's working. So that's one step in the right direction. Sutton's under amazing pressure now as well. Morgan's coming to battle with him as well. They're about to fly past where Josh is on the driver tracker as well. Hill's got to get past Morgan to stay in this title fight. At the moment, the way it stands as well, it's all going perfect for Tom Ingram. And Hill's going on the inside of Morgan this time into Druids. Side by side. And Hill forces it wide. Watching the driver tracker with Josh. That's where they are. Turkington's going through there on the outside line as well. Turkington just goes side by side. Round the outside with Morgan. Turkington's on the grass. Morgan just stays through. Fabulous action as well. That's where Josh is at the top of the hill as well. Looking down to Graham Hill Bend and Paddock Hill Bend. 15 of 18 is the race distance so far. Ash Hand is in 18th position now. He's moved up the order. Lap 15 now. And that's Ollie Jackson in trouble. Jackson's losing positions. Maybe that explains it as well. Parfit, Bordley and Taylor Smith all out of the race, as we knew. And there's a car off the road there. I believe that's Bordley's car. They haven't recovered it. So that's why they've gone green with a car still in the firing line. That's not exactly a grand idea. Josh just getting everything set up as well on his end as well. You can see the track action now at least below us in the comm box. So that's something. We'll hopefully hear from him more in race 2. As Butcher now has 5 seconds to Sutton. Sutton has dropped back massively in this little battle as we start lap 16. Black and white flag for car 1 for car 1 Sutton, and for car 50 of Turkington for track limit. So black flag has already been black and white flag been issued. Can you hear me, Josh?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you. Hill's coming through as well, trying to make some battles. Oh! Ollie Jackson, broken rear right suspension. He's smoking like mad. And he's
There's
coming back in.
like a
And let's take a replay. Dexter Patterson taking the inside of Ollie Jackson and just making contact with him. So that's why Jackson was slipping down the field as well. And meantime, the two championship protagonists go side by side. Sutton has the inside line coming into Hawthorne Bend. Jake Hill is attacking the back of him. Even though we're touching each other coming through that part of the track as well. Sutton stays defensive. Hill's going to go through. Dingle Dell. They make contact. They make slight contact. Hill's going to go through on the inside into Sheen Curve. And Hill goes through. And Sutton gets a big drift coming through. Turkington's in the mix as well. Morgan is fighting. Turkington goes wide. Morgan's not even in the title fight, but he's still pushing. Turkington's all over the back. Turkington gets hit by Morgan. Turkington locks up. Still stays around the outside on Morgan. On the inside then comes as well. Oh, Thompson hits the back of Morgan, who hits the side of Turkington. It's all over the place with 2 laps to go. Turkington round the outside. Morgan has the inside line into Panicle Bend. Turkington passes Morgan. Camish under pressure as well further back. Sutton stays in 4th position. Morgan's lost 5th position. He's been forced out wide. Through goes Turkington. Can Thompson get through around the outside? No. Gamble gets a tug from Camish as well and runs wide at Graham Hill Bend. Unbelievable racing. Oh, and that's Sam Osborne in the gravel. Sam Osborne is in the gravel, and that might have to be another safety car if they're not careful. So it looks like they might throw the safety car if they're not careful here as well. We might have to see that if it's a possibility of that race finishing behind the safety car. At the moment it's all green as the battling continues. Ingram, Butcher, Hill, Sutton, Turkington, Morgan, Thompson, Gamble, Camish, Cook, the top 10. And Sutton again went wide, I think, through the gravel, so he's losing a lot of time. Hill's already gone to 3rd position. Is Sutton going to lose 4th as well to Turkington, who tries around the outside? Last lap the call. But is it going to be any difference? Final lap. Is Turkington ahead? Not just yet, but he's going to try. Round the outside into Paddock Hill Bend. Cuts back to the inside. Sutton has the positioning to defend. Keeps ahead of him. Fastest lap for Ingram still. 1:31.293 on the board. And Josh is back in with us with some video connecting too, so hopefully we can hear him shortly. Maybe we should have got into the media centre with the Wi-Fi to download it. As it comes through, Michael Kreese has received a penalty, we're being told, so that's why he's lost position. Cars literally littered around the Kent countryside here at Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. Battle for 4th between Sutton, Turkington, Morgan, Thompson, Gamble and Camish. We can see the track sideways at the moment from Josh's camera angle. Hi Josh. As the action gets back up, Sutton having a bit of a problem further back. Hopefully we'll have all the problem fixed with Josh before race 2. We'll work on it in the gap as it comes through. It's going to be, though, another victory this year. The checkered flag is out. Tom Ingram gets his championship back on track with victory in round 28 of the QuickFit British Touring Car Championship. Bellissimo for Tom Ingram. 2nd for Butcher, 3rd for Hill, but across the line it's a photo finish. It's Sutton in 4th. Morgan was 5th, but now Turkington goes to 5th. Morgan is 6th. Thompson 7th. Gamble 8th. Camish 9th. And Jelly rounding out the top 10 positions. So it's Tom Ingram taking the win here, with Hill in 3rd position. By my calculations, Ingram does indeed take the lead of the Drivers' Championship. We'll get that confirmed to you shortly, as Josh is working with the connection issues trackside. Race winner, fastest lap, led every lap, also had the pole. So 20 plus 4, 24 points for him. Certainly clearer than anybody out there. Bobby Thompson wins Independence. And cries all round as well. For Team Hart, I think Bobby Thompson, with that result, is the independent champion.
For at Team Hart, and it's been a great season from Bobby. Good drive. I know he was up and down the order a little bit, but the Jack Sears Trophy is certainly tough to win.
So it is Bobby Thompson who wins the Jack Sears Trophy, a coveted award for anybody who didn't have a podium coming into this season to get the championship. Bobby Thompson has won the Jack Sears Trophy. The main trophy, of course, the championship points, still are yet to be decided. And that will be coming up shortly. Let's take a look then at the results as well. It is Tom Ingram who is race winner, from Rory Butcher in second. Third place on the board as well for Ash Sutton. Fifth on the deck as well. Coming up as well for Ash Sutton, Turkington fifth, Morgan sixth, Thompson seventh, Gamble eighth, ninth on the board as well for Camish Jelly, completes out the top 10 as well here. As I just want to try and get this quickly sorted, because if this works, it enables us to show us the championship points. You can see the results there as a flip as well. Hey, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to work, because then we get to see the championship points paying positions as well up here in the comms box. So I'll just duck out the way. That's currently the standings. So that is Ingram still as well. So we're not going to see it just yet, unfortunately. Hopefully we will shortly, because I want to know exactly who won. Hopefully we did. We did. Well, don't worry, Josh. We did see the cars in the cool-down lap. So the session then over. I'm looking forward to seeing the championship permutations, because by my reckoning, it is Ingram with the race win. So we'll see what happens shortly as well here. Ingram turns into the pits, and here we go then. So this is the Drivers' Championship after this round. It is Tom Ingram who leads the championship at the moment as well by 3 points to Ash Sutton. 6 points to Jake Hill, 32 points back for Colin Turkington. Turkington is still in the title hunt, but it's not done yet. In the Teams Championship, Napa Racing lead by 45 points. They are the Teams champions. But the Manufacturers' Championship has been claimed already by BMW after 27 rounds as well. And hopefully we'll see the following page as well of championship results. No, we won't. See the cars in park, don't they? Okay, well, at least we know that works. Going forward then as well, we'll get that again all organised for the next race as well. Ingram passes scrutineering. He wins it, and we'll call it off there as well. We'll hear what he has to say to Louise Goodman shortly. Hopefully, unless ITV go to a break, in which we will go off. Race 2 should be coming away at 2:30. We'll be in here at 2:15. Stay tuned to YouTube chat for the next race as well, in terms of changes to times, due to that this race was delayed by a little bit. And hopefully we'll have Josh on as well for the last 2 races of the year when he's trackside in some capacity. Hopefully he's enjoying the day of being trackside for a Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship race. I wish I was trackside as well. Round of applause for Tingram. And yeah, ITV are going for a break. So we'll be back then in around about 2 hours' time for the next race here at the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. My thanks to you all. My thanks to Joshua trackside. We'll see you shortly. Bye for now.